Aquarius, welcome back to the channel. Vince here for 7D Tarot. Today I'm going to pull advice from Spirit for you. Now, this is a general reading. If it resonates, like, share, and subscribe. Really helps the channel grow, and I truly appreciate it. Now, Aquarius, if you are interested in scheduling your own personal reading with me, all the information you need is in the description box below. And check out my wife's channel over at Empath Tarot. You will love her. She caters towards empaths, and you can find her information in the description box below. Now, let's dive right into Aquarius, see what messages Spirit has for you. All right, what do we have for Aquarius today? So right now you're dealing with someone who keeps their energy in the past. They keep living in the past and they're not focusing on the present. And because they're not focusing on the present, they're having a hard time focusing on you and giving you their attention because they are either living in the past, thinking of a time of something that they, lost, or they're thinking of the future. And whenever they think of the future, they're thinking of a scarcity mindset. So they're not even living in reality. They're always worried about what they lost or what they don't have. And this is very difficult. Dealing with this sort of person, it is extremely difficult because they're not in reality, right? It's almost like you need something, they got to snap out of it. They got to come back to reality to even be able to get through to them. Right now, the energy that I'm picking up is that you've tried on many, many different occasions to get through to them, but you've had a very, very hard time because they are not all there. And their focus, their awareness, their energy is all over the map. And you're kind of stuck. You're kind of like, what do I do here? Like, am I going to be able to get through to them? Am I going to be able to, help them really? And right now, the energy that I'm picking up is that the only way that they can get helped is if they almost like they got to hit like a rock bottom. You know what I mean? They got to hit a rock bottom and be able to climb out of that themselves. And they're getting close to that right now. And even though you've tried to lend a hand, even though if you've been a great friend, even though you've been a great spouse, a great lover, whoever this person is in your life, but understand that they are not in a place where they're waiting or ready to listen. And that's the problem. When you're not in a place ready to listen, it's like no matter what you do, no matter what new energy you bring to the table, no matter what you do to try to help them, no matter how you try to lead the dance, nothing gets done. And that's the energy that I'm picking up. It's like you're at a point where you're almost like you're in shock. You're in disbelief that you're not able to help them. And this is kind of causing you some, pain because you really do love them. But in a case like this, it's like the best thing to do is just kind of leave them alone, right? Like if they are not willing to accept your help, it's almost like they do have to go through that rock bottom moment, right? Like for example, if someone wants to quit something, say quit drinking, quit smoking, quit eating, too much junk food, whatever the case is, if they are not ready to listen to it and you tell them, hey, you should quit this, it's not good for you, it's going to go in one ear out the other. So it's almost like you want to be there for them and be like, hey, I'm always here for you. If you need my help, I'm here, but I can tell that you don't want to hear this. And if you do need me, I'll be here. That sort of energy that you brought to the table is enough to shock them. The fact that you're like, I can tell you don't want to hear this is enough for them to be like, oh, shoot, like they just called me out on this. Now you took away a little bit of their power. Now they have to look in the mirror, right? And that's exactly how you kind of snap them out of it. Because from the energy that I picked up, there was a pity party. They were just sitting there in their low pity party and they were trying to, really affect your energy as well. Because, when someone's in a pity party, it's like they're going down with the ship, right? It's like someone who's drowning. And when you go out there to swim to help them, they hold your head underneath water trying to grasp air, not knowing they're killing you, but that's what they're doing. They're just taking everyone down with the ship. And that is the last thing that we're looking for right now, right? We're trying to survive. Aquarius is trying to live their life. Oh my goodness. All right. Let's see what else we got. It does feel like a situation is going to present itself very, very soon here that is going to open up a lot of doors for you. But the problem here, or not the problem, the solution that needs to be found to the situation is that it does require you to walk away from something or somebody to get it. So it's very, very interesting. It's like you have to make a sacrifice. You have to give something to get something in this situation. And in order to really figure out what it is or which one is the juice is worth the squeeze, which one's actually worth it, you have to ask yourself which one actually makes you happy, right? Not which one's easy, not which one's hard, but which one makes you happy. And I do feel like this is something that it may seem this is one of those situations where you got to be careful what you ask for, because on one hand, you may be asking for, say, abundance. You may be asking for a lot of money. You may be asking for financial freedom. You may be asking for a time where you don't have to worry about paying your bills. But on the other hand, what it may ask you is a lot of your time. And that time may come in the form of a sacrifice that you don't have enough energy and time to give to your family, to your loved ones, to yourself. So the energy that I'm picking up is that there is a major sacrifice that you have to make. Now, the sacrifice isn't necessarily bad if you make the right decision. So, and that was just one example, but I do feel like there is something coming up here that you truly want. And Spirit's telling you that during this time to collect data and do not react to this decision. Take your time with this decision because it's going to affect the rest of your life. So very, very interesting, and you got to really ask yourself, what makes you happy? Like for me, anytime I have a big decision that comes up, you may ask yourself, well, the most important thing to my life is to find my soulmate, or get rich, or to have a perfect body. It's like, okay, cool. Now, imagine you had that, then what? That's why I always ask myself, then what? You know what I mean? Because you got to not be in love with the outcome. You have to be in love with the journey, the hustle, right? Like, for example, like my goal in life is not to be, a trillionaire or a billionaire or a millionaire or, seven figures, eight figures. I don't care about that anymore. What matters to me at this point is that I enjoy the hustle along the way. Very, very, very important. Because whenever you do get the outcome, as soon as you get it, you're going to be like, nah. After a week, you're like, oh, that was great, but then what? Like, for example, say if you always want a Gucci purse, or a very beautiful purse. Once you get that purse, you're going to admire it for about a week, a month, and then after that, it's just a normal purse. It's gone. But if you enjoyed the hustle of getting the purse, then it would be a different story. Or for example, a supercar, right? Like for instance, I always wanted a Lamborghini. I ended up getting a Lamborghini. I was just like, after like a week, I was like, okay, like, it's like my motorcycle is better than this. And I'm not saying it's bad, but I had it, I sold it, ended up getting a truck after. Cause I'm like, you know what I mean? Like it's great and all, but it's like, it hurts my back actually getting in the car. So I'm not saying it's bad or it's good. I'm not saying that, that you shouldn't be, striving to get something, but it's really the hustle, the journey. Say if you want to find your soulmate, it's not necessarily finding your soulmate, but building yourself until you find your soulmate. That's what I'm talking about. And that's really what's going to bring you happiness, Aquarius. When you love the journey, everything is effortless. It's all easy peasy. Like you got nothing to worry about after that. But if you're just loving the outcome, you're going to be struggling. And once you get it, it's not going to be as good as you think. All right, let's see what else we got for Aquarius. Spirit is definitely telling you it is time to make a pivot or a change because you are dealing with somebody in your life that is taking in a lot more energy than they're giving you. And this is problematic because I feel like you've invested a lot of time into this relationship. And the problem is that you're giving, but you're not getting anything back. And there's only so much more that you can give. So whatever's going on here, Spirit is telling you that you really do have to ask yourself, is it worth me investing more of my time and energy into this? Because I feel like your angels and guides are trying to tell you something here. And they're really trying to tell you, like, is this relationship a two-way street? Is this something that is going to bring you happiness? Is this something that, benefits the both of you? Justice, law of attraction, is this balance? Is the vibrations, the frequency that you're getting out of this relationship, does it match up to the energy that you put in, right? The scales, balance out. Because if it doesn't, and if it's not a two-way street, you have to really second guess that. I'm sure we've all had, friends or relationships that we were in that, we gave, but then we never got anything back. And if we did get anything back, it was not the energy that would help lift our spirits, connect us with higher power. It was something that just taxed us and drained us. And by the time we left that person, we're just like, oh, I'm so glad it's over. Why do I keep going there? But then next day you're back. You know what I mean? So right now, Spirit's definitely telling you that you have to make a decision with it comes to this person. And Spirit wants you to be around more people like yourself, more like-minded individuals like yourself that are really ready to welcome in new opportunities into your life. Because I feel like right now you are in a position where you are gladly, with open arms, welcoming opportunities in your life, but not everyone around you is. Some people are stuck doing the same old, but I feel like you are ready to evolve on not only your spiritual evolution, your physical evolution, but also on your financial evolution. And right now you're ready to take things to the next level, but not everyone is. So really just be around, just embrace the fact that there are people like yourself out there that welcome you with open arms. Alright, Aquarius, I hope you enjoyed your reading. Hope there was a message in here for you. If there was, like, share, and subscribe. I can't wait to your next reading. Until then, I'll say bye, but we'll chat soon.